Hey guys, this is Cam for 15, joined by my co-host, and we are back with another Dragon Quest Adventure of Die episode review for you guys. As this will be the second to last Dragon Quest Adventure of Die video.
And I guess this confirms it, guys. I was right the whole time. Dragon Quest Adventure of Die would go up to 100 episodes.
And it is going to be ending at 100 episodes.
Like, look, I know you said it was gonna end in October, but my mom was like, we don't know what day of October it's gonna end. So I was like, okay,
Your mom said that?
no. You
Oh
said,
yeah, that's right. My bad. I did say that. I did.
yeah,
Yep, I
you
did
did
say
say
that.
that. But in my mind, I was like, true, but we don't know in what day of October is gonna end. So,
Yeah.
and the month is not over.
One Friday, well, for us, for Japan, it'd be early Saturday morning, I believe.
hmm
But yes, this is going to be the second to last video Dragon Quest Adventure of Die. So ultimately, next week we will give our final thoughts of the show in its entirety, along with a review. But let's focus on this week's episode. So this week's episode pretty much covers a majority, well, not a majority, but a good portion of this Die versus Dark King Vearn battle that's going on. Um, and pretty much everything like your typical shonen show, it all relies on the main character to save the day. Um, so yeah, with Pop and the others, we actually find out what happened to them. They are actually like ended up there, so they ended up getting trapped in this portion of Vearn Palace where it's kind of the same. It has like the same boundaries of the Vearn Palace heart or whatever, and pretty much the thing that they're encased in. Every time they use a magic attack, it just absorbs it and reheals itself. And we also find out that Avon and the others, they're actually freed from the red eye or red crystal ball thing. So hey, that's all good, but they're trying all the attacks they can to try to get out of get out of this little condensed thing that they're in right now. They're encased in, but nothing's working. Nothing's working. In the meantime, Dai and Dark King Vearn are fighting, and they're damn near breaking apart the entire Vearn Palace.
Yeah, it's like, oh my God, the whole fight, the visuals, the where they're at right now. Holy shit.
Yeah, it was absolutely crazy. Like how the episode starts off with just them going at it, and then pillars are breaking. And I'm
Mhm.
just like, Jesus, what powers are they free? How much strength do they have right now? Well, what do I know? They're probably like at a level nobody else can reach. So yeah, that's the whole thing. Now, the whole issue is they're trying to find a way to get out, but the thing is, Pop doesn't really give up. Now, he remembers that there is one thing that can rival the Dai's Dororora. How do you pronounce it?
Dora. When and look, okay, that's the name that I'm with you there. Like I have trouble pronouncing.
I need my English dub for this show to come out, please, so I can understand how to pronounce it.
hmm
Uh,
and to teach him how to pronounce Hyunko.
you're not
Yeah,
gonna,
yeah, yes, I said it. I said it. Yes,
you're
I
not
said
gonna
it.
let me live this down.
I mean, it's been like 99 plus episodes.
Okay, okay. Um, yeah. So they decide to use the Grand Cross. Now, we know, say his name.
Hyunko.
He knows it. Avon also knows it. But the thing is, it's pretty much like a self-sacrificing move, and it would do massive damage. So they're wondering who can do it, who will do it. And it looked like Avon was going to do it. But him actually steps up, and he's like the one that he's going to do it. And he's like, "Yeah, I remember in our fight that guess what? I know how to do it. So simple. Pretty much muscle memory." He charges it up, and the thing is, he start his his forearms, his legs, his face, they all start to piece away and start to break. And I'm like, don't tell me him is actually going to die. And obviously he gives, I guess you can say, his Vegeta worthy like speech saying like, in the short time I got to know you guys, I've actually grown to like you humans. I understand why you guys fight for each other. And I'm like, oh yes, your Vegeta moment, his Kid Buu fight when he's acknowledging Goku as the best. Your typical stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, this is like the how many times have we seen a villain freaking change their ways and understand, humans aren't that bad. Like,
Well, it started out with Crocodile,
yeah,
and then I guess who's next? Hadlar.
I guess you can say Unical.
Oh yeah, Hyunko. Yes. You
Hadlar.
know, it was really hard it's really hard for me to remember that Hyunko was the villain now.
Hey, that's how long this series was, man. 100 episodes is freaking long.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he does his speech, he unleashes Grand Cross, and the reason why they have to do it now is because if they drop any farther and they hit the ground, they're all dead. So they end up getting out of it. Avon and Pop use a zoom spell to grab everybody, get out of there. And they get out of there in the nick of time before it drops, it explodes. For a good part, I legitimately thought that he was dead. He sacrificed himself for everybody. And even freaking Chu like, I'm sorry, little him, your number will be retired. And then you just see the camera pans down a little bit lower, and you see Pop freaking just dragging him up the freaking hill, and him's like,
Him was all like,
go ahead.
That's so cruel, Master. I'm still alive.
Yeah. So he just got to get healed up so his arms can be back together again, and he doesn't have any more cracks. So hey, another, I guess, Chad character if you want to add.
You can say that again.
So yes. Anyways, the others actually before we get to die, the others, Queen Flora and the others actually meet up with, and I'm gonna get to this moment. Meet up with Pop and the others, and they're like, oh hey, you're okay and everything. And then they just wonder like, oh yeah, Dai's up there fighting, and we just have to leave everything we have left to him. Now, the most funniest part of this entire, scene was the fact that when Avon walks to Queen Flora, he's like, oh, hey. Or he's like, yeah, they agree to something. And then she looks at him and she's like, Avon? And he's like, hey. And she has this look like, she literally passes out. I was absolutely laughing my ass off. I had to replay the scene 2 times.
Really?
Yeah, I think what got me the most was when she was doing the head, when she was moving her head, and it was like that, like rocket or that robot like one where it's like, and everything. Where it's like slow, and then her eyes just wide out, and she passes out. Absolutely hilarious. Not the reaction I expected.
What reaction were you expecting?
A completely different one, actually. A more emotional one, let's be honest.
Oh man.
What was your reaction to it?
I thought she was gonna get angry and beat him up.
Well, she's not like Leona, our mom, dude.
Yeah, true. But maybe there's a side of her we never knew before, and
well, Avon
especially when she's around Avon.
Avon and Flora are back together again. So, hey, good. That's a ship working out in the right direction. Now let's fix out now hopefully the series ends off in a way where we can get this Pop mom relationship under control or something like that. I don't know. At first it looked like Hugh Nickel was going to be the one to do Grand Cross, and then he finally, I guess, dies because they've been hinting at his death for they keep foreshadowing him dying. They do it again in this episode. It's like he wants to die so badly.
And until he changed his mind and wants to live.
Yeah. Amy actually said is happy for that he's back. I'm like, there's too much love triangles going on here. I'm not even gonna get into this whole this. It's a hexagon. That's all I'm gonna say. It's a hexagon.
More than a hexagon, let me just say.
Anyways, let's get to the end of the episode. So we cut to Dai and Dark King Vearn. They are brawling.
Mm-hmm. Basically, Palace is just long gone at this point.
Yeah, it's long gone. Think of I'm guessing, okay, another Dragon Ball Z reference. It's like when Gotenks used Super Saiyan 3 on the Lookout Tower.
Yeah, it reminds me of
Super
that.
Boo did the whole boo balls smashing around, and the Lookout Tower was just in utter pieces, pretty much. It just floated in the air, and Piccolo's like, the Lookout, no! But yes, that's what it reminds me of.
Mm-hmm. And just for a little while, Dai lost Vearn. Like, where is he? I need to find him and defeat him and stuff.
Yeah. Continue on.
Yes, and right there we see like Vearn is like in the corner, like he really has become a monster. He threw away everything just for all this power. And that's when Dark King Vearn decides, in that case, I'll sacrifice everything to become more of a monster myself. And so he pulled out his third eye thing. And that's when he starts taking on a really terrifying form.
Yep. Yeah, it pretty much is in the shape of the one Vearn golem thing we saw earlier that Dai cut with like one strike down. And pretty much this is like his ultimate form just to gain more power. He kind of says like, oh, Hadlar did the same thing, you did the same thing. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to defeat you because that's my end goal. And we also find out he can't revert back to his old body. He's pretty much gonna stay like that. So they're clashing and everything. My God, something's in my throat.
Yeah, are you okay?
Yeah.
Oh, in and out. Cool.
That was from yesterday, but it's got juice in it, kid. It still tastes like pink lemonade, honestly.
Awesome.
Yeah, it looks like honestly Dai is in a predicament. He's actually getting beat, but then he powers up to like full draconic aura, and he's just clashing. And that's kind of where the episode ends off, really, to be honest. And
he ends up with using Thor aura.
Yeah. That scene looked beautiful, animation wise. It looked fluid, great. The aura was, oh my goodness, it was great. Thank you for remind me of that. So far, I don't think Dark King Vearn's killed. I think he's still alive. The still interesting tidbit that it's still interesting is Dai's sword is still stuck in his chest. So I have a feeling that Dai's gonna have to pull out his sword, use it, and then use it to defeat Dark King Vearn. And probably use an Avant Strash, more than likely. Just a full draconic aura Avant Strash. That's my guess. Where how the last episode ends and everything. So yeah, solid episode, great animation.
No preview actually.
Well, there was a preview, but they do not. And hey, good on Toei for this. The next episode preview is just the still image of the ending part of the opening with Dai's sword stuck in some sort of like case with flowers around it and everything. They show no what any part of the episode will look like next week because it's the last episode and you probably don't want to give away a lot of stuff. And the way the narrator talks in the next episode preview, it's gonna definitely be the final battle, but sounds like Dai's gonna more than likely make some sort of crazy sacrifice to defeat Dark King Vearn. Thus, sounds like he might die next week. And then the more I think about it, I'm like, why does Dai's sword look like it's there on like a piece of rock with flowers next to it? Don't tell me this one attack Dai's gonna use is gonna pretty much kill him, and this sword, they're gonna find a way to get Dai's sword, and then just as a remembrance, just place it there for him. We already talked off video, where we DM'd each other, and I already put it there. Like, it sounds like freaking Dai might die next week, and then the final episode of Dragon Quest Adventure of Dai.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying it'll be a very emotional ending, but you know, I guess it would make it to where it's like there's really no more left of Dai's story to be told. So, man, I don't know. I'll just watch next week's episode and see how it is. Now, the only bad part is for next week's episode is we won't get it out on that exact Friday unless I want to stay up, unless we both stay up super late, watch the episode, and then do a super late review, and then we get it up on the channel late, because hell, I can upload these videos super late or days later and it still hits like good views. So, but more than likely, it'll probably our last episode review of Dragon Quest Adventure of Dai will probably go up next Saturday. But next week, final episode of Dragon Quest Adventure of Dai. We'll give a review on the episode and then give our final thoughts on what this show has meant to us, because this show has been starting since 2020 or 2019.
What a ride, man. What a ride.
Yeah, next week I'll have that information when this show came out. I think it came out 2019 or 2020. If you want to put it in the comment section, please do. Because if that's the case, they've been out since 2019. 4 years of this show. 2019, 2020, 2021, 2020. Yeah, 4 years. Going 4 years. It's either, we've been having this show for 3 or 4 years. That's what I know that for a fact. We've had this show more than 2 years. So,
Jeez.
yeah, next week will be our series finale review of Dragon Quest Adventure of Dai. But any other final thoughts before we get out of here?
What can I say other than what a ride, guys! What a ride! This show was nothing short of a masterpiece for me.
Yeah, we'll give our full thoughts next week, but I guess that's a little sneak peek.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. But anyways, guys, if you guys like the video, leave a like. Put in the comment section your thoughts on this week's episode of Dragon Quest Adventure of Dai. I already know my players are gonna probably comment something. Yeah, they found out my YouTube channel and they leaked it.
Dang.
Yeah. Hit that subscribe button if you want to get more Camp 15 content on the channel, more anime stuff, yada yada, more movie content. As well as hit the subscribe button to my co-host channel. I'll leave a link in the description below. I think I spread it enough. We only got about a few more weeks, and then guess what? I think his playthrough of Sonic Frontiers will be happening.
Yep.
So
honestly, I've never been more excited until now, because let's be real, those past few Sonic games are the last 3D Sonic game is a little meh, you know.
This one is definitely looking like a lot of promise.
Yes.
I feel like for me, I won't play the game on my channel because copyright strikes and potential and all that stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Also,
I guess the only thing I could hope for is maybe the game option menu has a thing to turn off copyrighted music.
I just don't know which music will be copyrighted or not.
I don't know. Otherwise, you have to play like high-pitched background music behind whatever song that's playing. But yeah. I might end up doing a review after I beat the game, because I did a review of Pokemon Legends Arceus at one point on my channel, giving my thoughts on the game. So yeah, I'll give my thought. I'll probably make a review on the game to give me my thoughts of if I liked it or not. Is it the best Sonic game since generations? Let's be honest. If we're talking about 3D Sonic games, the last really good Sonic game was Sonic Mania.
3D?
I said, yeah, strictly 3D. If we're talking about strictly 3D Sonic, the last good Sonic 3D Sonic game was Sonic Generations. But if we're talking about the Sonic series in general,
Yeah.
the last
Then,
good game
yeah,
was
I agree. Yeah. I agree. I was like, you said 3D Sonic game, but and you said Sonic Mania. Wait, what?
Yeah. Anyways, guys, we're gonna get out of here. Catch you guys on the next video. Until then, guys, stay safe out there and have a wonderful Saturday or whatever day you check this out. Not Saturday. Frick. This video is going up on Sunday. Have a good rest of your Sunday and your week, start of the week. Till then, guys, peace.
Peace.